Rallying. It's more than just a race. It's a brutal, beautiful dance between human and machine against the most unforgiving opponent of all, nature itself. It's not about perfect asphalt or manicured circuits. It's about mud, snow, gravel, and chaos. But how did this extreme motorsport evolve from a simple test of endurance into a high-tech spectacle of physics and courage? This is the story of rally. It all began in the early 20th century, not with a checkered flag, but with a challenge. The first rallies, like the legendary Monte Carlo rally started in 1911, weren't about raw speed. They were epic cross-country adventures designed to test a car's reliability and a driver's resilience. Forget specialized machines. And these were ordinary road cars, often driven by gentlemen adventurers, battling through blizzards and treacherous mountain passes for days on end. The physics at play were fundamental. Can the engine endure? Can the simple tires find traction on ice? And can the basic suspension survive hundreds of miles of broken roads? It was a war of attrition, where just finishing was a victory in itself. These early pioneers, navigating by map and instinct, laid the groundwork for everything that was to come. They proved that a car could be more than just transport. It could be a tool for conquering the wild. Then, in the 1960s, everything changed. The sport began to shift from endurance to outright speed, but it was the 70s and early 80s that unleashed the monsters. Welcome to the era of Group 4 and its successor, the legendary terrifying Group B. This was when rally went from a test of endurance to a showcase of pure, unadulterated power. The rulebook was thin, and engineers went wild. Lancia gave us the Stratos, the first car designed from the ground up purely for rallying, a wedge-shaped rear-wheel drive beast. But the true revolution came from Germany. In 1980, Audi unveiled the Quattro. It was heavy, it was boxy, but it had a secret weapon, all-wheel drive. Suddenly, the physics of motorsport were rewritten. While other cars were spinning their wheels, fighting for grip, the Quattro could put its immense power down on any surface. Its sophisticated system of center differentials allowed it to distribute torque between the front and rear axles, fundamentally changing how a car could accelerate and corner on loose surfaces. The power-to-weight ratios became insane, with cars like the Peugeot 205 T16 and Lancia Delta S4 producing over 500 horsepower in a lightweight chassis. Drivers like the unflappable Walter Röhrl, the fearless Ari Vatanen, and the trailblazing Michel Mouton became gods, taming these turbocharged beasts on the edge of control. It was a spectacle of fire-spitting exhausts, screaming engines, and massive crowds standing just inches from the action. Rallying had become the most exciting and dangerous sport on Earth. The raw, untamed power of Group B was exhilarating, but it came at a devastating cost. The cars were becoming too fast for the roads, for the drivers, and for the spectators. The power had outpaced the safety. Following a series of tragic accidents in 1986, the sport's governing body made a heartbreaking but necessary decision. Group B was banned. The era of the monsters was over. A deep sense of loss rippled through the community, but it was a crucial reset. The sport had to evolve to survive. From the ashes rose Group A, a new set of regulations that prioritized safety and were based on modified production cars. The power was dialed back, but the competition was fiercer than ever. This new order ushered in an iconic rivalry that would define a generation of rally fans. On one side, the blue and gold Subaru Impreza. On the other, the red and white Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. These all-wheel drive, turbocharged Japanese sedans brought rally to the mainstream. The physics lesson shifted from pure power to a balance of grip and agility. Comparing the power curves, Group A cars delivered their performance more smoothly than the explosive, almost uncontrollable power delivery of their Group B predecessors. Drivers like Carlos Sainz, Tommy Mäkinen, and the unforgettable Colin McRae became household names, their sideways and airborne style inspiring a generation. This was the era where strategy and consistency began to matter as much as outright speed. As the new millennium dawned, rally entered its golden age of technological precision. The sport became a high-speed laboratory for automotive engineering. Carbon fiber replaced steel, computer-controlled differentials, managed traction with millisecond accuracy, and active suspension systems allowed cars to seemingly float over brutal terrain. And one man, more than any other, mastered this new formula for speed and strategy: Sebastian Loeb. Behind the wheel of his Citroën, Loeb didn't just win, he dominated. For 9 consecutive years, from 2004 to 2012, he was untouchable. His reign highlighted the critical role of advanced vehicle dynamics. Engineers obsessed over aerodynamic balance, using wings and diffusers, not just for stability at high speeds, but to generate downforce that would glue the car to the road through corners. This allowed drivers to carry incredible speed through turns, a key factor in Loeb's ability to consistently shave tenths of a second off every stage. This wasn't just about being brave, it was about precision, about understanding the science of speed. The era also gave us heroes like the spectacular Petter Solberg and the tragic genius of Richard Burns, each pushing the limits of what was possible. The car, the driver, and the data had merged into one seamless, winning entity. Today we stand at another new frontier. Rallying has entered the hybrid era. The visceral roar of the internal combustion engine is now paired with the instant torque of an electric motor. The latest Rally 1 cars, like the Toyota GR Yaris, Hyundai i20, and Ford Puma, are the most advanced rally machines ever built. The science has become even more complex. Hybrid technology isn't just about being green, it's a performance advantage. The energy recovered during braking is stored in a battery and can be deployed as a power boost, creating torque curves that engineers in the Group B era could only dream of. Onboard telemetry displays data that looks like something out of a fighter jet. Algorithms now control torque vectoring, sending precise amounts of power to each individual wheel to maximize grip and rotation in a corner. You can see the physics in action in slow motion. The tires deforming under load, the aero flaps adjusting, the suspension absorbing impacts that would shatter a normal car. It's a stunning blend of raw power and intelligent technology. Rallying is proving that you can push the boundaries of performance while also embracing a more sustainable future. Through all the changes in technology, from the simple endurance cars of the 1900s to the hybrid beasts of today, one thing has remained constant: the human element. Each era had its legends. Drivers who could feel the limits of traction through the seat of their pants, who could process the landscape rushing towards them at impossible speeds, and who possessed a rare kind of courage. McRae, Loeb, Sainz, and today's heroes like Rovanperä and Tänak. They are the soul of the sport. Their talent is not measured in horsepower, but in heart. Rallying has always been, and will always be, chaos tamed by courage. It is that magical meeting point where brilliant engineering and pure human instinct come together to dance on the very edge of control. It's a testament to our relentless drive to go faster, to push further, and to conquer the wild. Thanks for joining us on this journey through rally history. If you love motorsport and stories like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you do not miss our next video. We'll see you on the next stage.